And YouTubers, so this is a review today on the Boscia Konjac Cleansing Sponge, a natural deep cleansing sponge for all skin types. This is what the packaging looks like, and the sponge itself is interesting. It comes on a string, and it has a rounded dome side and then a flat side. The flat side is a little bit more porous and has like a little bit more noticeable of holes, and I will post pictures on my blog with that because it's not gonna, you're not gonna be able to see that really. All right, so I think you can see this here, just a little bit of how porous that actually is and how it looks on the one side. The other side is just kind of normal. So with that is a sponge that everyone was basically talking about, and it was right before the VIB sale, I feel like. And everybody was talking about this, saying that this could replace your Clairsonic. And so I bought into the hype, and I bought one, and they are $18, $16 or $18, sorry, at Sephora.com. And I don't know. I don't like it personally. It's just my own opinion. It by no means replaces my Clairsonic, just to let you know. I find that it is already falling apart. I've literally probably used this 30 times, and I don't feel as if that should be coming apart. And when I say use it, I'm not like aggressively going crazy on my face. I'm just saying like using it. I don't know, like just washing my face with it. I'm not going crazy. The one side has kind of a weird waxy texture to it. The other side does not. When this thing dries, it's like a rock. And so it takes a while to get it back to the sponge texture. It's not like a beauty blender that stays kind of like with that softness. It's just different. It's just got a different texture to it, a different feel to it. I don't like it. It feels strange to me. I just wasn't impressed with this. I just didn't like it. I wanted to love it. The string thing just gets in my way. Yes, in theory, it's great because you can hang it up to dry it, but it just gets, when I'm washing my face, it gets in my way, and it's like almost too small. If they were going to do it, I feel like it should be bigger. So I was not impressed with this sponge at all. Didn't like it. Felt weird on my skin. It didn't feel like it got my skin any cleaner than a normal anything. Now, I do want to mention something interesting that's kind of an option if you're somebody that was considering this. And this is something that when I go to get facials, I have a girl that I go to, she always gives me a couple of these when I left. And I have since enjoyed them so much that I've purchased them on my own. It's kind of interesting. What it looks like is just, it looks like a piece of paper, right? Looks like a really, really basic piece of paper. It's called a compressed sponge. And as soon as you wet it, it basically, and this one's dry now, it fluffs up. Okay, now this one is dry, as I said, but when it's wet, it's super soft, but it has like these little kind of exfoliating ridges to it. One of these, usually what I do is I use these in the morning. I use my Clairsonic at night, and I use these in the morning, which is what I was hoping to kind of use this for. That didn't work out. So what I do is in the morning I use these to wash my face. They're not as harsh. They don't kind of exfoliate as much. It gets a little bit of any dead skin off, but it doesn't like do that real scrubbing where you feel like your makeup doesn't go on as well. So I use these in the morning, and they just make my skin feel so soft. And so I use one for a week, and then I throw it away, and I do the same thing again. And so they're so easy to travel with, to take anywhere. They're just awesome. Now, for a whole set of these, it's $31.59. I will put the link below where I get it. It's called Massage Warehouse and Spa Essentials. But it's $31.59 for 75 of them. That gets you through a lot of weeks. And these, I think the same thing. I think you're not supposed to keep these for very long. Let me see if it says on the site how to use. Let's see here if Sephora tells you how often. Replace every 2 to 3 months. Okay, so one of these is $18 and you're going to replace it every 2 to 3 months. Okay, so that's not too bad. But I just didn't like the feel of it. I think it's gross, and it's already falling apart. Like, I've barely used it for a month and it's falling apart. I prefer these. If you're looking for an option, it's just something interesting. I'm so glad that my facial esthetician showed me about these, and I love them. And they're easy to throw in my travel bag. If I don't want to take my Clairsonic, it works perfectly. I just take one of these with me, and it's awesome. And then I can just leave it there and not worry about it. So it's kind of what I wanted this to be, but I didn't like this at all. So I hope you guys found that review helpful. I will try to post pictures on my blog, which the link is below, with kind of so you can see possibly like just the little holes on this a little bit better. I feel like you still couldn't see that 100%, hopefully on that. And I will post pictures of what these look like up close too. So hopefully that'll help you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.